Johnson School, my name is Mrs Bassam and I'm responsible for your transition from Year 6 to Year 7.
Hello, I'm Mr Mack and I'm here to help you settle into your start into Year 7. I am also responsible for your PSHE and life skills lessons that you will take when you first join us.
This year, unfortunately, your transition has had to be very different, but I really hope that you're finding the information we're passing on helpful. I also hope that you've enjoyed completing some of the activities. Don't forget you can continue with this in the coming weeks and bring in any examples of completed work with you in September.
In this section of the website, you will find an introduction from your heads of house, and there is also a PowerPoint from your tutor. Through these, you will have learned a little more about the school, ready for your arrival next term. This video takes you on a virtual tour of the school so that you are slightly more familiar with things when you join us here in the autumn.
When you arrive in September, you'll come through this entrance. Here, in what we call the atrium, is where you will find your heads of house and leadership team, and we will all be here ready to greet you every morning. On your first day, we'll have peer mentors to help you to take you to your first meeting place. We plan to only have Year 7, which will be you, and Year 11 mentors in on that first day, which should really help. On this day, you'll get to spend some time with your tutors and go on an actual tour of the school before beginning any lessons.
One of the biggest differences between primary and secondary school is that in secondary school you are taught by lots of different teachers in lots of different classrooms. This can be a bit daunting at first, but it really won't take long before you learn your way around. And if you do feel a little lost, just ask. All of our students and staff will be more than happy to help. So let's begin the tour.
This is the English corridor. This is where you'll come for all of your English lessons. In Year 7, you'll be doing lots of reading, with a focus on non-fiction to begin with. You'll also be doing transactional and creative writing. This is really fun as you get to focus on literary villains. You'll also study speaking and listening through a play by Willie Russell called Our Day Out. We finish the year with a poetry slam. English is such an important subject, and it's at the heart of everything we do.
Just below the English corridor are the maths classrooms. In maths, you'll be focusing on a variety of numeracy skills in the areas of number, data handling, geometry, and algebra. There is also an online resource called Maths Watch that will help support the maths work you do in lessons.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Also in A block is the Mfl Department. You'll come here for your French lessons if you're in X-Pop, or your German lessons if you're in Y-Pop. You will learn the basics: greetings, numbers, giving your name and age, classroom objects, things that you like and dislike, and be able to give information about pets, family members, and where you live, as well as food and drink, countries and weather, all in the language you are studying.
Finally, in A block, you will find the computing rooms. In Year 7, you will study computer systems and hardware, problem solving and flowcharts, programming essentials, and computer graphics, which is really fascinating when you learn about web page design and gaming.
Just parallel to A block, you'll find B block. This block is where you'll come for your science or food technology. In science, you'll be doing lots of practical lessons to go alongside your theory lessons. And in Year 7, you'll be studying things like forces, organisms, electromagnets, ecosystems, reactions, and many, many more. One of the best practicals that you will do is where you actually get to observe your own cells under a microscope.
Upstairs, you will find our food technology room. You will study food technology with the other design technology subjects on a rota. In food technology, you learn food safety and hygiene rules, as well as the key equipment. You will look at diet and health,
Practical work is a very important part of design technology, and you will learn new skills and make dishes such as pasta salad, French bread pizza and fruit crumble. Our next block is the C block. This is where the rest of design and technology is based. This is the resistant materials room. Here you will learn about casting and how to make a pewter cast keyring. We also have the graphics room where you will learn about sublimation printing and will make your own sublimation printed personalised pencil case. And finally, for design and technology, we have the textiles room where you create a soft toy from scratch, coming up with your own design, then drafting the pattern as well as your hand embroidery techniques to decorate it. You also get the opportunity to use the sewing machines for the final construction of the toy. Lessons in all design technology subjects do have a real practical focus. I made that.
Also in C block, we have our 2 art rooms. At Dormston, we study all of the art subjects as we feel this is a really important part of the curriculum. In art, we aim to promote a love for drawing and to provide students with the tools to create their own imaginative artworks. In the autumn term, you'll study the formal elements through a series of drawing workshops. In the spring, you'll focus on colour, pattern and composition by exploring festivals, which is really exciting. And in the summer term, we explore character design and animation. Welcome to the theatre. We're really lucky at Dormston School because we have this fantastic theatre and a drama studio for our drama lessons. In drama, we study devising, performance from text, and people who write and create drama as part of our Year 7 lessons. We have 2 music rooms at Dormston. One of them is where you can design your own music, and in Year 7 you study music technology composition. The other is where you do a lot of practical lessons, and one of the units you will be studying is keyboard skills. In addition to this, you'll learn about rhythm and beat, mood music, sequencing, music theory in Year 7.
This is the geography corridor. The units that you will study in geography are becoming a good geographer, where you build up on your map skills, who we are, criminal geography and fantastic landscapes. You'll love history at Dormston, it's a very popular subject. In Year 7 you look at the Norman Conquest, then you look at medieval life. You then go on to the War of the Roses and you do a big study on Tudor England, where you look at the life in Tudor times and the Tudor kings and queens. In religious studies in Dormston, we look at a variety of different issues and we have lots of debates and lots of discussions. We start off by examining whether God exists and the arguments for and against God's existence from a philosophical point of view. Then we look at all those Old Testament stories, Abraham, Moses, Joseph and Adam and Eve. We move on to look at Jesus and the church, and we end this year by looking at a big focus on the 3 jewels of Buddhism.
E-block is where you find the PLC. The PLC is our library where you can come to before school, at break, lunch or after school. You can borrow books, and at Dormston we believe reading is one of the most important things you can do. Here you will meet Mrs Ellsmore, who's always more than happy to help you if you're struggling with finding books that interest you. One of the exciting things that Mrs Ellsmore has arranged for you is a summer holiday read. I'm hoping to come into all of your schools before you break up for the summer, and one of the things that I'll be doing is giving you one of 2 books. Mrs Ellsmore has the first one there,
which is the Strange Worlds Travel Agency,
and I have The Vanishing Trick. When you start in Year 7, there'll be a quiz on each of these and a small prize for the winner, and then there'll also be a book review competition. Mrs Ellsmore's also set up a summer holiday reading challenge with rewards for the best completed reading log. Our sports facilities are spread all over the school, but the main outdoor facility is the 4G pitch, and here we will play sports like football and hockey. We also have 2 large indoor areas for sports. Firstly, there is the gym where you will play basketball and gymnastics, and secondly, there's this large sports hall. This is used for badminton and table tennis. We also have our own netball courts as well as our own dance studio.
At break and lunchtime, you have access to all our outdoor spaces. If you'd like a quieter space, however, you can come also to the gallery.
That brings us to the end of our tour. It won't be long now before you start your journey with us at Dormston, and I really hope you're as excited about it as we all are. The next stage of our website is all the information your parents will need, and this will be uploaded by the 2nd of July. In the meantime, I hope you're continuing with your curriculum booklet as well as the other activities we've set you. I look forward to seeing you all shortly Year 6 when you join us as our new Year 7 at Dormston.